On day 3 of trying to learn how to drift, it was just correcting little bits, perfecting the normal overall drifting, and a lot of transition work. My transitions were not very good. I did play with my friend, did a bit of tandems, which is a screenshot from that. And he's been playing a little bit longer than me, so he was just teaching me over transitions, how to do them, what I'm doing with the wheel, the force feedback. Because if you didn't know, which you don't know, I used to drift a lot, but without force feedback, so I'm kind of learning it with force feedback. And I'm just kind of showing full clips to show, like, you know, you don't get it right every time. It is a lot of work. I'm very motivated to do it though. And soon, man, I'll just be fucking whipping it, I suppose, but I'm very motivated to do this. Very motivated to do this. Yeah. So this one, I kind of thought I would take it a bit wider. If you get too much of an angle, it's just going to lock it and you're not going to be able to turn it right fully. So I thought if I make more of an angle, which I was told to do, then it would kind of work. I mean, this kind of did. It kind of did. However, I am making this at the end of night 2. These clips were from like really late night. I mean, it's currently like 4 AM. But yeah, I'm going to head to bed and I'll see you on day, wherever this video is. I don't know. What day would it be? 3? Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. Alright, I'll see you on day 3. So over the night into day 3, I ended up installing BeamNG. Here's some clips from that. I was pretty decent actually, but there's one corner, just could not do it. But I eventually got there. So I felt pretty decent on BeamNG, but I knew my transitions and the circles still needed work, which, if I get it there, I'll probably be able to transfer it to BeamNG, I'm not sure, but I know they needed work, so I'm going to go work on that now. So with my transitions and the circles are in a minute, they're still very rough. As you can see here, I've got one there, and then I try to go for the next one, but spin out. I think my acceleration's okay. I believe it's just the steering. Just working out when to flick the wheel, how much to flick it to the other side and all that. It's mainly the timing. It's really just a lot of timing. A nice long drift here, but then I got air. I also kind of figured out that changing the map for me right now is not really the one. So I'm just kind of sticking to the drift map on this one corner, just holding the angle on the left and then whipping it to the right. Because I kind of know what I'm doing, I just need to do it. But once, as I said, once I get it down, I think I'll be able to do it every time. But it's just a lot of work trying to keep the drift and transition. I can stop slightly, I can slow down and straighten it, but I cannot just like keep it going. And as you can see, I got back on BeamNG, and every drift was just spin out, and then here's just another spin out, and then the next one, another spin out, like 3 corners in a row just spinning out. Wasn't great. Not the greatest morning for either games, but I'm sure I'll have a better evening. So for the evening, I hopped back onto a CORSAIR on the drift track in a bit of a slower car, just so it's got a bit more control to it, and then I'll go up in speed later on. This is a pretty decent run. It's probably one of the most successful ones I had. Whenever I got the transition right, I could feel the wheel lock, so I kind of knew that I was doing it. I just need to push it past that, and then keep the drift going. The drift going afterwards is probably the hardest part for me right now. If you don't know what the transition is, by the way, it's coming up here. So it's from when I'm turning left, that, then I turn to right. It should be a lot smoother. But yeah, this try is probably my best so far, where the transition was probably the smoothest. It's just coming up. So I got the nice left angle, switch it to the right. There was no like change in speed really, it was just a bit of a swing. But that's going to be all for day 3, and I'll see you in day 4.